Well, we've actually made it. It was something on In Demand Radio that was said in a whim, wasn't it?
It was.
And we thought, you know what? Us two can talk for fun. We both need a platform to do it on. It's Charl from Say It With.
No, don't speak on a whim with us because it's
Yeah, it's escalated.
We're them people, like you say, oh, should we go on holiday? And the next thing, the warden ticket to print us off.
Exactly. Do you know what? That worries me, the thought of going on holiday with you. I think we might come back in body bags. I don't think that's a good plan. Never mention Ibiza. Yeah, this is Charl from Say It With. Going to be talking a lot more about Charl very soon and her amazing business that everybody is like celebs wear it. We all love it, don't we? We're man on today as well. And say it on the sofa.
Say it on the sofa. And we are also going to be forgetting my co-host, our duo host. So welcome to our podcast. We are hoping to make this our whim into the next best podcast. Why not?
I think the thing is, it's just like there's so many out there and we just want to find something that's a little bit different. Maybe invite people to come in, say it on the sofa, tell us something that you've never told anyone before. You know, like it's like a massive...
That would be hard with me and you, We're
like an open book. So we've got the lovely Kez, she's keeping an eye on us. I'm thinking she's going to just keep going like that the whole way through. So we don't want to we want you to find out first of all about who we are. So Say It With, Charl, your baby, wasn't it? I know you and I don't know the story. You're in the Met Quarter. How did it all start?
So it started 10 years ago in July, July, don't quote me on it, June, July, but a lifetime. So 10 years ago this year, we started Say It With, and it was in Steph's kitchen. We had 2 young babies. So Charlie was born, Steph's little boy was born in the January, Ariana was born in the March. And in the June, we decided to start a business. But it was just for
Was that a whim as well?
Another whim, of course.
She's a whim girl.
I'm a whim girl. Don't tempt me. So it was on a whim. We thought, you know what, we'll sell a few necklaces, we'll get till Christmas. And
Did you design them yourselves? How did it work?
So, no, there's another well-known brand, but copy and paste, as you know, how the world evolves and grows. Yeah. So we decided gold, 18 karat gold was 18 karat gold, and we realised that this other well-known, amazing brand, by the way, was charging a lot for what these initials were.
Because you are known for these initial necklaces.
Yeah, that was like the first thing, and we still laugh when we say, gosh, I think everyone in Liverpool is getting the second name now. Yeah. Because every month on month it's like the best seller, and we've branched out now and we're right up and down the country. So I think everyone follows suit to us Scousers because we set the trends.
Yeah, we do. We know how to dress, don't we?
And we just started with them, so we undercut them substantially but we were obviously still making a profit. It was just because some of the bigger shops you're paying for the high street rents and etc. So we've done that, and we know in Liverpool everyone likes nice things, but they also like to dress the kids nice, eat good, go on holiday and do all these things. So we started with just doing 18 karat gold, and then we thought, you know what, we'll do a silver option just to make it more affordable to people. So we then decided we kept rolling and going with our whims and tapping into new things, and it just kept evolving really. We never said no to anything. If someone would come in and say, can we have a wedding ring, and we'd go yeah. And we didn't know where we were getting it or what we were doing, but we were like yeah, of course.
I think that's the best way to like live your life. There was a Catherine Tate character, I don't you remember her, and funny enough she was called Claire, and all she ever did was she'd go, I can do that. And that's me. And sometimes I put my hands up and I think, I've got no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. But you just go with it. And I think that gets you to sort of the end of your life. And you think, do you know what? I've got no regrets. I didn't say no to anything and I just went with it. And look where you are.
Well, do you know my counsellor? So I have a shrink, very American, I know.
Oh, wow. God.
But she said to me, living with regret is worse than living with guilt. And you know what? Who wants to be on the deathbed, like, spitting feathers thinking I should have done this, I should have done that? Yeah. Like nobody. No. So this is my new motto. I've just been saying to Georgia on the way down here, haven't I? I said, you know what? As you get through your life and your ages change, what was important to you at one time, so Georgia's 22, 23, you've just said, and when you, at that time, the things that are important, and like now, I'm 36, and I just wish I knew then what I know now, and I've just said, in the conversation we were having, just the biggest blessing is just to go to bed with peace in your heart.
Yeah. And put your head on your pillow in the night and know you've got like your conscience clear, and you think, do you know what, might have made mistakes, and what you've just said is unbelievable. I always say this. I remember sat on the bath, and my mum must have been about 40, and I was watching her putting her makeup on, and at that time 40 seemed like really old. I was like, 40, oh my God, she's old. And I just looked at her and I went, and she went, oh, I don't like the wrinkles on my face. And I was like, oh, but Mum, you're beautiful. You know, when you look at your mum like that. And I always remember she said, I said, why do you wish you were younger? And she said to me exactly what you've just said. She said, no, but I wish I knew then what I know now. And I watch my daughter, like when she's having arguments with her boyfriend or something's going on in her life, and I'm a bit like, oh my God, fast forward 10 years on, this isn't going to mean anything. It's such a pointless waste of your time. Yeah. And it's true, isn't it?
But you know, funny enough, you should say that, but I'm saying all this now, like the big I am, the penny has literally only just dropped for me last week. I think I turned 36 in March, and the penny has finally dropped, and I'm just like, done with the drama. I'm just done with it all. I just like want to get in the bath and go to bed and get up and walk my dog, and that's it.
And get your pajamas on, and like, you know, me going to bed with a Horlicks these days is actually, and it's Horlicks. I don't even want
to sit in the sun no more and get agitated. So I'm just like, just leave me with a heart in peace.
But it's so true, isn't it? And obviously, so you went from I knew this had happened. We completely digressed.
We've lost the strategy already.
It's like, so we need to write everything down. But you went from making the jewellery and you design everything, doing everything in the kitchen. Yeah. How did that get? I mean, the Met Quarter is, you know, such an exclusive part of town, isn't it?
Well, what we done was we then got an office in the secret warehouse, and that was our little happy place for a while. I think we got the office in the November, and then someone come into it. Then my friend Nicola Carragher, she like designed our showroom for us, where it was more of a bespoke service and people could come and design anything that we were going to say yet to. Then we said one day we'd do like an open door service where people could come, and there was queues right down the corridor. So someone said to us, wouldn't you get a shop? So me and Steph just sat there and was like, oh yeah, why not? The next
another whim.
We went in to Cavan Walks, and we didn't even have a commercial lawyer. You know, now I know what I'm talking about.
She's got a shrink, she's got a lawyer. I know about calls herself a normal Scouse girl, God.
I know about tax and pensions.
Oh no, oh my God, you can teach me. I have no idea still.
We didn't have a clue. And like we signed this thing because it signed our life away. We didn't have a clue.
What, like a lease thing?
Yeah, like a lease.
My God,
it was literally no bigger than, it was smaller than this room. Anyway, it was chocker, and we've still got like them same loyal customers today, and like we just love each and every single one of them. Most of our staff have been with us since day one. We wouldn't be where we was without the staff. We used to be like, we had the back of the shop with one chair for the communal break area, where we do like the washing of the jewellery, the bagging up of the jewellery, the counting of the jewellery, the till. It was just, when we look back now, which you'll see over our socials, because we're going back like 10 years ago, and we're all like fat with no lips. Honest to God, we all had these hoodies with jeans.
And why did we have no brows or lashes?
Oh my God.
I look like Boris Becker on all my old photos. I've got no eyebrows.
So bizarre. Like, we're actually unrecognisable. You won't even recognise any of us. And anyway, there we have it. We've digressed again, and I forgot what I was saying.
No, about moving, obviously.
So then after that, we thought, you know what? I think it was the Lynx unit come available in the Met Quarter, and I just love a barter. Like, if I'm getting £10 off something, it just gives me joy.
Imagine her in Turkey.
And sometimes I don't even want something, or then sometimes, like now, I'll go, oh, well, can I have it for this? And then I'll end up giving them more because I feel sorry for them. I done that the other day, and but it's just it must be the bootle in me.
Yeah, do you know what? Just to stop you, because I will take you off air. I remember something you did one day, and you'd come in. We were doing like a proposal not long ago on the radio, weren't we? Which you were absolutely amazing. We set up this proposal, frightened some poor fella to death, Billy Fitz. We rang him, and he'd been like shortlisted. We rang him, the pair of us screaming down the phone, going, "Can you get Friday off work?" And this poor fella's like on the other end of the phone, what the hell's just happened to me? But you obviously gave the ring, but something that you did that will always stick in my head that you never said a word you did. So they got the ring for this beautiful couple, weren't they? Billy and Faye. They were lovely. We organised this thing for them with the Ivy. But I didn't know till afterwards that yourself, and I don't know, I think it was Belle as well, wasn't it? They'd organised jewellery for both the mothers of the bride, for the daughter. And it was only after, they never said a word to anybody and they just went and did it. And it's little things like that that I think make people come back to you again and again. And it doesn't matter if somebody, because I've been in there obviously a lot doing some filming, and it doesn't matter if somebody's coming in for a pair of earrings that are in the sale, or, you know, wanting a bespoke engagement ring that you can get made and spend thousands on. Nobody's treated any different.
But that's
and
it.
I
like
love that.
Some people, like whether someone's paying £50, that could, like, say for example, someone that's super wealthy and they spend 5,000 on something, but someone that spends them £50 on something that they
it's
work
the same,
just as
it's
hard.
the same amount of money.
It's the same, so you just never know what situation anyone's in, do you? And especially now, like the cost of living, that'll be another juicy topic for the other part of our
we'll be moving that one along, won't we?
But yeah, it's just like, I was in the supermarket the other day and I nearly fell over. I was actually being an absolute minge and I was looking at, you know, like pay 100ml for olive oil.
Oh my God, I thought she was looking at the whoops aisle.
No, we're not yet.
On the whoops aisle, fine.
No, but I was just like, the price of olive oil. It's like,
why has it gone up so much?
It's just a joke. I don't know.
Unbelievable. Who'd have thought that me and you, with all these things to talk about, we sat talking about olive oil?
I know, but it's speechless.
Yes.
It leaves us speechless. That's
Nothing leaves us speechless. I'll be in the Aldi like that with my olive oil going, no.
So we got the shop in the Met Quarter. At one point we didn't even have a website, and we go, oh no, we don't need one. And now the website,
you do so much through the website and things, don't you?
Primarily our business.
Yeah, and obviously, like, how do you, I mean, this is something, again, we can talk about as time goes on, but, I mean, you've got 2 children. How on earth do you fit this into running your business, having 2 kids, you know, or, because I know a lot of the time it is like sort of, I don't want to be sexist, but it's the mum that gets everybody everywhere, isn't it?
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
never remembers all the places where they need
dad,
to go.
Most dads are on the daddy's yacht. They would, you know, like what infuriates me, you can leave something, you know, if there was something on the stairs, would you even dream of walking up and leaving it on the stairs?
I've literally just shared this the other day.
You pick it up and take it up again.
Oh no, I got back from Jamaica the other week, and honestly, I've left this thing on the stairs for my daughter and her boyfriend deliberately, just to see. And yesterday I went, literally everything's I'm getting to the point where I'm zigzagging up my own stairs because I can't be bothered picking it up.
Or, you know, what I do, leave things in the middle of the front door and they step over it to get out. And I'm just like,
That's just madness, isn't it?
Yeah. I've started now saying to my kids, you know, come on, help mummy, pick the stuff up, put them in the sink.
And the 26 as well, I mean.
Yeah.
And does you seem like in a really good place as well at the minute, aren't you, with everything? And it's just like the kids are sound, aren't they?
Great place.
But you had a couple who've been skiing as well.
Yes,
come on. It looks like we've got to get him on film, haven't we? Can we see him?
We'll get him on at the end.
He's like camouflaged, isn't he? He's sat on twice.
So where are we up to? So yeah, that's that. The 10 years is coming up. It's super exciting.
Any plans or anything we're doing?
We've got some plans, which I will say in one of our future podcasts.
She's got to say it on the sofa, haven't you?
I will absolutely be saying it on the sofa, but I need to just pay for it first. So when it's being paid for and I know it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Then I'll spill on the sofa.
Very excited, but and it's just how we've come together through working together with the radio, isn't it?
Winning the quiz.
We
beat Lee and Simo.
Honestly, I've never seen anyone so competitive in my entire life. She was literally screaming, jumping up and down. She had all her answers hidden. It's supposed to be a fun quiz, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, you'd swatted for a week and you were there. And you'd had a black coffee that day.
Oh, I had a black coffee earlier too.
He looked like he needed like therapy when he finished.
Do you know what I've done the other day?
Go on.
So I was in Marx's and I was scared to get that midday lull. So I was with Steph and she went, oh, I'll have a matcha. The matcha in Marks and Spencer's are gorgeous, by the way.
Can I just have a word? Can you just stop you about matcha? I've never been someone who can try a matcha. Tried a matcha the other day. Felt like I was drinking a plant.
Did you put vanilla in it?
It was just a matcha. And
So just get half the amount of matcha and get vanilla in it.
I was like, you know when you were a kid and you have a sprout? I was like, oh,
it'll grow on you.
It was, no, I just felt like I was drinking
We get it
a
with
leaf.
oat milk. It is like creamy and nice.
Oh, as you say, I like oat. I don't, it was like sort of left around and like Lee went, oh, have a little taste of that. And I was like, no, that's disgusting.
Well, we love them.
You had your matcha.
And I was jealous that she was having one, and I thought, but I needed like a little waking me up. So I had a double espresso. About 2 o'clock, well, I was rolling around that bed. I was like, never again, never again.
That late. No, it's like, I can drink as much coffee as I like. It doesn't affect me at all. So the idea of this is just a bit of an introduction today as to who we are, and just to sort of say, we're just going to have a bit of a fun with it.
Exactly, and just to say what we want to do each week is we're gonna bring different guests on. So if you are an aspiring content creator or an aspiring influencer or a dance teacher or a teacher or just a busy mom of 4, 2, 1 child, we want all different people to come and sit on the couch, because it's relatable, and I'm sure we all relate to the same things. I'm sure all of our kids step over things on the stairs, and we just want to have a light conversation. And then sometimes we're going to have topics that we want to discuss. So today we've got an interesting topic. We'll be doing trends and topics, and just generally, just a good chat.
I think it is, and I think there's so much out there at the minute, isn't there, where everyone is trying to be someone, look like they're living this perfect life. My life is not perfect. Your life is not perfect. You might look it and people might think, oh, you've just done this, you've just done that. My life's chaotic. I live on 4 hours sleep. I'm running around, I'm driving here, I'm driving there. I've just had my leg broken in 3 places and I'm running. But we're in this world, aren't we, Charl, where everything has got to look like. There was that scene.
We want the scattier, the better on this couch.
Make us feel
but
better.
We also do want the perfect as well.
Yeah.
As we want such a wide variety of people to be on our couch. Now, I think we should talk about our other host.
God, this is always
Claire
the weird bit.
And I am so excited to delve into your chaotic, non-perfect life, baby.
It's been very single for 4 years.
I would call that a blessing.
Yeah, to be fair, having seen a lot of other people, I'm a bit like, oh, the good thing about being single, there's ups and downs. The good thing about being single is I do lead a life where I work 7 days a week, often 5 nights a week. I haven't got anybody to go, where are you? Not home. Cause when my last fella who I was with before that was just a raging narcissist who every time I had anything on, he'd just cause the most almighty force.
So you spent your life on eggshells?
Yeah, so life,
Where at least on your own, you can walk around in bare feet.
Yeah, but the thing is now, that's the only thing that I find about being single. I feel like sometimes, like yesterday, I had to go to a funeral. I feel like everything I do it on my own. Does that make sense? And it's like sometimes you always want to put a brave face on for your kids.
Take Palm.
Oh God, you're never getting back. I've got my Lottie, I've got my little cat. Yeah. But it's like my kids are like 20 and 23, but there's still that part of you that wants to shield them from things, even however old they get, and like, you know, not sort of say to them, this is how you feel. So you walk around and this, everything's okay. But then sometimes you just kind of go, do you know, it would be nice sometimes just to have somebody.
So you were married, wasn't you, Claire? So would you
I was a wag, me a wag. That's the funniest thing. You'll have to pull that out as a Claire, me a wag.
Did you go to the Whale Club?
Do you know what? I will
with Vicky B?
I don't know, my God, no, but I was round that time. But I tell you what, I will do my claim to fame is, so I had a season ticket at Goodison from when I was 8 with my dad. And my dad always warned me never to get with a footballer. Sadly, never listened to him. But we got approached by ITV when I'd first got with Stephen Simonson. He was the goalie at Everton. So
was he good?
Well, clearly not, because he doesn't play anymore, does he? No, he was actually, but he was. Now he. What does he do now?
Well, you know what they say, behind every great man is an even better woman.
Exactly.
So I'm sure he's so thankful to you.
Well, I don't know about that. He got 2 lovely kids. That's one thing.
Yeah.
So it was. It was just like one of those marriages where I think what I was going to say to you about the name, and because
Yeah.
a lot of people go, well, you know, the Simo. Oh, I'll go back to the ITV thing dead quick, because this is my claim to fame. So they were doing a programme, remember the programme Footballers' Wives?
Yeah,
So
with
they-
Tanya Turner.
Yeah, Tanya, what's the face? So they wanted a programme on real footballers' wives.
Yeah.
So they went to Everton and they went, oh, get Simo's missus, she's like a bloody lunatic.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going on this programme with everyone who's like me. Oh God, no, all the other wives on this like documentary all look like you and they're all perfect and like, you know, like models like Leilani, and I'm sat like the village idiot in the middle of them all. However, I was the only wife who knew the offside rule.
What is it?
Well, so I need my little salt and pepper pot. I need things there about when the player sets off.
Yeah.
And if they've gone over there, then they score.
Well,
so,
that
yeah,
is absolutely
I was made up with
incredible,
myself
and
over that.
you were so clever.
I was pleased over that. But yeah, so anyway, marriage didn't work out. It's all online if you ever want to bore yourself with it. Basically, ran up a load of debt, blah, blah, blah. I walked out of what was a 5-bedroom house with the 2 kids because I just thought, this isn't what I need anymore. There was a lot of other stuff going on. He was living down up in Scotland. My geography is still horrendous. So there's no sort of like bad feeling because he's a kid's dad and I wouldn't slag him off. However, one of the major things was he didn't like me working.
Yeah.
He was a Geordie. He was very much like, you know, like me barefoot and pregnant, like the women at home.
Another nod.
Yeah, well, I'll just pick him. I only had 2 major relationships and both of them were the same. But it was like, I couldn't fit into the WAG lifestyle. You know, I didn't want to do coffee mornings in Starbucks. I wanted to work. I was working at Radio City at the time. And I remember I was on breakfast on Radio City. I was back with Rossi.
Have you always done breakfast?
Yeah. Hence the bags under the eyes. But we were walking through Aintree. It was one of the night meetings or something. And we'd had a massive argument. And of course, Steve Simmons and he was Simo. So we're walking through there and they turn around and this fella behind goes, all right, Simo. So he turns round all like, hey, yeah. And he went, not talking to you, I'm talking to you, bird. And I was like, yes. Because obviously everyone knew me as Simo. So when the marriage broke down and it did go a bit shit, basically I got my name changed straight away from Simonson to Simo. Because I was like Tina Turner and I walked out of the marriage with nothing but my name.
I love
so yeah, so I took the Simo. And it's like that was
And is
awesome.
that your name?
My name, yeah, well, it was funny because when we went to Jamaica, everyone was like, what's your real name? I went, that's my passport, it's Claire Simo. It's actually Claire Simo.
Because I thought it was short.
Yeah,
like
well, it used to be Simpson, didn't it?
yeah.
But I changed it to Simo by default.
Love that. Just to
so that was
stick
well,
it
it was
and
like
twist
there was no money. Everyone goes, oh, you marry a footballer and you did it for the money. I walked out penniless, but I got the most precious thing in the world, which was my kids. And that was all I ever wanted.
Most importantly, as we've just said before, topic of the evening, did you have peace in your heart?
I did, and I do every single
And that's
every
just
single
priceless,
night.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
you do, and it's that feeling.
I love your nails, sorry.
Oh, I know, they're like 5-year-olds, aren't they? They're all different.
Gorgeous.
Colours, yeah, but it is that sort of piece of putting your head on a pillow of a night. Just does it.
Yeah,
So.
and your feet are not sore from
No.
the eggshells.
I know, yeah. So go on, topic for this week then. Go on, what are we going to... Because I think everyone's got to know us a little bit now, which is
Yes,
really good.
so we've briefly touched on it, so both work and busy mums. So topic of the week is... I forgot. No, it is. So do you think women should stay at home, cook the tea, be a housewife, look after the children, and the men should pay the bills, and like the men should go to...
Bit like the old days.
Yeah, a bit like the old days.
Yeah.
What's your views on that?
I think the thing is, it's just come up in maths, hasn't it? I'm a big Married at First site fan. And there was a guy in it called Tyson, and he was very much like, she turned around to him at what I'm talking about this like it's real life. I got very invested in it. And like the girl he was with turned around to him, and because he was like, I want 4 kids, blah, blah, blah. And she went, oh, you can be a house husband. And he nearly spat his food out at her. He was like, no.
Oh, they make you laugh.
Yeah.
Don't they? I'd
And
have
it's
10
fine.
and I think you haven't changed one nappy.
No. Well, this was it, you see, with the kids. Dad, he never did like night feeds and things. My mum, obviously with him being a footballer, my mum used to always say when she was alive, she used to say, those kids are trophy kids to him.
Yeah.
Loves it at the end of the season, walking around going, here's my kids, the way they're amazing. And but like the actual hard work, night feeds, and it's the worry. I'm not saying dads don't feel like this, but as a mum, I don't think even now with my kids,
in your experience.
yeah, it's like for me, I can't sleep at night till I know
it's
they're okay. And
expected,
it never
isn't
goes,
it, from a mum to just do that. And it's quite, and then I think these days, you know, you read it on Instagram, and I don't know whether it's just the algorithms, because you read one post and it hits you with them. But I just think these days, us women, we work, we're running business, we're spinning a million plates, you're splitting the bills, and you're still doing, you know, you're still doing the bulk of the.
Well, it's like that thing in the Barbie movie last year. Remember that big speech in the Barbie movie last year? And it was so true, with like all these things you have to be. But then I do play devil's advocate. Is it us that's putting the pressure on ourselves? Is it us that's making ourselves be like this?
Control freaks?
Yeah. Is it because we're like, no, I don't want you going anywhere near it? Because I mean, it's like one of those things when someone like does the cushions, then I like sneakily go in and rearrange them. And it's like, you know, OCD. Like, and even like when I see Melody clean the cooker at home, I'm like, there's a bit of a smear there, and like she'll go out the room and I'll be like that because I can't help myself, and I'm like, stop it, and then she's like, can you just touch that cooker? And I'm like, oh god, yeah, I have. But so do we bring this pressure on ourselves? That's the other thing that we could go to, you know. And if somebody turned around to you now and said, right, there's 50 million, never have to work again, you can have nannies, you can have all your house done and everything, would that be something you'd do, or would you miss the thrill of working?
Oh, I'd be so bored.
Bored out your head,
so bored, yeah. But I had the conversation with my daughter this morning, actually, in my morning doom scroll.
How old's your daughter now?
She's 10.
10, I thought she was.
And I just think, so to answer our topic of the day, my view on it is, absolutely, I think women should be working, and I even think it's fair that they pay half of the bills. I think, you know, that's absolutely fine. But I do think men should pay for the dates. Like, there should be no. I don't think women should put the hands in the pocket.
I was really shocked because the last fella that I dated never ever like paid for dates. The last fella that I was with, and like I was saying about this on air the other week,
that says more about the parents.
Yeah,
surely.
Well,
that's
exactly.
Just like,
and
I just think that's wrong on every level, and they don't deserve to go on dates with that attitude.
I see, I could cope with all of that. My only thing, I need someone who can change a tyre and someone who can put the bin out. But I hate putting bins out.
When you can just learn to do that on your own, and you don't have to rely on anyone. So this is what I say to Ariana. It's great if you can, you know, get someone to, you know, to help along the way, and you know, if you can both give what you can to the table. It doesn't even need to be 50-50, but if you could both, you know, contribute that in that kind of way. But you know, again, as I say, dates. Like I'm gonna say to her, if he even expects you to buy him a cheeseburger, he can offers pop.
You go Mackey's.
Offers pop.
No Happy Meals if you're paying for them. That's a good. There you go. Well, we've kind of opened two topics there, haven't we? Should a man pay on the first date? Come on, get it in the comments.
He needs to pay every day.
Every date. Every
single
date.
date.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
Why
not? And if you can't, you know, you could go on like a walking date and get a coffee or whatever. I just think,
I think it's still that part of it.
85% of dates.
Yeah, because I think then when you are paying, it makes it a bit more special then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It would be nice, that side of it.
So what we want to ask you is, we want more topics to talk about.
Is there anything you'd like us to discuss? Is there anyone who'd like to come on? If you get it all in the comments, this is our very first one, and this is something that we are hoping is going to run for a long, long time. We want someone to come on and get a words and edgeways with us.
Yes, we would love that.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening.